Today we are going to make monoprints, which means one, mono means one print from a painting. So this is a painting, this is a print. Today we are going to make I think we're going to do at least 3 monoprints. Before we get started on that, let's set up our tables. Supply managers, you're going to be getting a cup of water with enough brushes for everyone. Put those on your tray. A sponge, keep that on your tray. And watercolors. They don't have to be perfect or beautiful or anything. They're going to be kind of messy, and that's fine. These stay on your tray as well. Pencil cups you can kind of put to the side on your tray. Your tray should look a little bit like this. So let's get that stuff going. And then paper handlers, you're going to get at least 3 pieces of paper per person, 3 per person, and enough bags for 1 per person. All right, paper handlers, grab that. Supply managers, get those supplies. Once your table is set up, you can put the bags to the side, and each of you should have 3 pieces of paper. Any extra paper returned to the front of the class. So first things first is you're just going to make 3 different paintings. They could be this way, they can be this way. It doesn't really matter. The one rule is you have to fill the space of your paper. So is this a painting that fills the space of my paper, class? No, it's not. We have all this white space. It's very nice, but it's not complete. We need to fill in the space with lines, shapes, faces. It's up to you. You can do something outside, you can do something inside, you can do your favorite thing. You can do a picture of a bear, a picture of your neighbor, a picture of your family. It doesn't really matter. The only rule is you need to fill the space of your paper. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So this is one good example of filling the space of your paper. Once you are done with your first painting, just put it to the side somewhere where no one's going to touch it at your table, an empty space, probably at the end of the table somewhere or on the seat next to you. Make sure you don't sit on it though. I have 2 other paintings done, so I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. So I have 3 of my paintings done already. If you haven't finished that, that's what you're going to do now. So go ahead and get those 3 done before we start printing. Now we're going to choose our most dry painting. So if you feel the painting and it's wet, that's not dry yet. We maybe have to wait a minute. If it's still kind of shiny, like this one is kind of shiny. I don't know if you can see it. So if it's a little shiny, that means it's still wet. You can see it in the dots there. It's really shiny from the light. That's still wet, so put that to the side. This was one of the first paintings I did, and it's dry, so I'm going to start with this. And you're going to use your bag. Put your painting in your bag on the side where you can see all of the lines, not the side with the words, because then you're not going to be able to see, and it'll look like this, and you won't be able to print. We don't want that. Do it on the side that is clear, no words, like this. And you can fold it over, get all the air out, like this, smush it down, because now we're going to do what's called a monoprint. We're going to use paints, paint our picture on the bag, and use a blank paper to create prints or monoprints. So let me show you how to do that right now. basically what you do for a monoprint is you follow the lines with a paintbrush. So you choose colors. They don't have to match the colors that you painted. You can change them. The only rule for this is that you go over all of your lines. So you can change the colors. Pay attention what lines you've gone over. You can do them the same colors. That is up to you. But the only rule is making sure you go over all of your lines and your dots and your shapes, whatever it is that you created. And I'm doing this very fast for the demonstration. I would like you to take your time. And when you're done with all of your lines, going over them, you will take a blank sheet of paper. You can get it in the front on your own. You're going to place it on top of your painting, and you're going to rub the backside, just like when we were doing our other prints. This is going to create a monoprint. And you peel it over, and what? There's your monoprint. It's not going to look exactly like your original print. It's going to look a little different, and I kind of like how it looks. To do another monoprint, because you're going to do 2 monoprints of each of your drawings, you're going to put this to the side. You're going to sponge this off. Put that there. And then you can do another painting or another monoprint of your painting. So you will do this twice per painting. So if I have 3 paintings, how many monoprints am I going to have? You're going to have 6 monoprints. So go ahead and go back to your tables and get started on monoprinting. If you need paper, it is in the front of the classroom.